Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. Another season of EA Sports college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
One of the most dedicated fan bases in all of sports, Lincoln, Nebraska is home to Memorial Stadium. 85,000 strong, pack it in every time this team kicks it off. Lincoln becomes one of the most special places to watch a college football game. Definitely a bucket list item. Nebraska continues to be one of the strongest traditions in college sports. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Throwing, Underwood. With the catch, it's Stewart. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
That's a bang-bang play, three-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
The Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. On the move to his left. Caught near the sticks. It's Owens. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This defense is going to have their hands full trying to keep this guy in the pocket. They do not want to let him get outside because of that speed. His ability to extend plays makes this offense very, very unique as he's able to get the completion there to move the sticks.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there in that interception to open this game.
They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll give it to him again. Hard running there. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Well, when they were scripting this opening drive this week in practice, I don't know if they expected it to be this good. First play, first down. Second play, first down. Third play, first down. Everything is working. I'll tell you, when you got a quarterback, though, with this kind of ability, you got the playmakers around him like they do on offense, maybe it's not so surprising.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Right back to the well. Might have a chance. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nebraska!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Going deep. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite tracks.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. He wants to take the top off. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keep it on the ground. Maybe some room here. He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. He now has 56 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Makes the grab. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks. And you're seeing it happen. A really nice completion there. They ran it the play before, and now here they are knocking on the goal line again.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And he's in for a second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. The short hands. It's Marsh. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
He's got the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing.
Makes the catch and he's free. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Underwood. Stepping to the right. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Motion from the back. There's headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Nelson. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there.
Oh my God, I forgot to let this shit go.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The run to the right. Oh, he's got some space. He's now up to 70 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Power football with the run. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Here we go, ready. Wide 53, wide 53.
Scanning the field, it's Calandria. He's got him. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. The Cornhuskers have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The give on the option. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This Husker running attack will hit you from all angles. You never know who's going to get it next.
Yeah, it's kind of like playing that hat game on the stadium jumbotron. Like, where's the ball underneath which hat that's going to move around? Always a lot of deception with this Cornhusker offense.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Huskers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Lofts one deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
The Huskers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And they get another first down. And this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs. And a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Quick handoff. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. He now has 85 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's in! Touchdown, Huskers!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Play fake, Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's Marshall. And they get him down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Throwing, Underwood. Looking for a deep man. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Fires left. A strike downfield. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found 0 answers in how to get back in this football game.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Quarterback may change this route. They'll move the wide receiver. Running to the left. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket. And they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
To the air, it's Underwood. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Underwood in the gun on third down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
That was a really nice throw down the field. This is a quarterback who prides himself on his downfield accuracy, and that's a play they desperately needed here. Not a lot of time left at the end of the first half, but that big completion now puts them in range to score some points here at the end of the half.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's Underwood to throw. Here's the pressure. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Under heat, and he gets rid of it. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. Firing to the right, complete. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Never a doubt. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One more snap coming before halftime. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Barring a penalty, this will be the final play of the first half on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Here's a heat. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We begin with Texas Tech in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oregon Ducks.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
And it's the Red Raiders, keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're
watch my
pounding the rock,
screen or
pounding the
what?
rock, like,
Like,
I got to
taking me
physically
as long to
rise
pick
to this
those plays.
challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Gives it on the option.
You
And
know
he had
we-
no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
All right, this running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
Yeah, bro. Don't start coming here watching the screen, man.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
That is a
Come here,
good
Paul,
omen
watch
for
my
this
screen. Don't
defense.
take
They were
these
getting
long
lit
kicks
up
on
in the
damn
first
play.
half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
He'll feel the punt and take it back. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So here comes the Michigan
That's the
offense.
intermission, and
So
you
they
know
get the ball
offense
back
on
after the
block
defense
on
forces
screen.
a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Underwood
I would assume he can't
makes a
kick his
catch.
shit, I would assume.
Nice move there. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback
I got
gives it to
myself
him
a 10
early so he
second
can
delay.
go to
That's
work
crazy,
upfield and
right?
get the first down.
He waiting the whole damn time.
Play
before he
action
gets
with
the play.
Underwood. Under fire. Buying some time. Outside the pocket, lets it go.
Fuck.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a nonprofit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless. It's been careless. They've got to do a better job of being smart with the football.
So now it's second and long. Looking for a crease to the left. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense,
Yo.
man, they felt really good about
What
their
up?
running back. And so far, man, it's
I
been a
appreciate
fun
it.
matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Underwood from the gun on third down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Fourth down, Underwood. Going for the big play. Got it. Touchdown, Wolverines. And here they come, almost all the way back.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical 4th downs. He found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal.
On offense.
A very
this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
And right down the middle. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
The drive before that, he was taking 10-15 seconds to pick his play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Throwing, Underwood. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. A full dive to haul that one in. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
Finds us back in the middle. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebacker's coverage.
Makes the catch. Touchdown, Michigan. They fought their way all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is
and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Touchdown, Michigan! They move on top here in the fourth.
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play at this point of the game, no bueno on D.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Got his man downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like
they'll have a first down here, a week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, look out, the ball's free. And the defense jumps up. Get that turnover. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
The Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Fighting off the defender. Finding some room. And he scores! Touchdown, Michigan!
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Pressure coming. This one's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Huskers moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their look.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Bulldozes his way through. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Back to throw, it's Calandria. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Makes a connection. There he goes. At the 20. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The Cornhuskers punch back.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They've been outstanding the last couple of possessions, both times winding up in the end zone, and they've grabbed the lead. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. So they'll use a timeout here, 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
The defense obviously at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there.
There's some room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Wolverines. Once he got some room, it was over. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Nelson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Calandria. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Hey.
How you doing?
All right. I came to see you. You was in the street.
Yeah,
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. The offense changing the play.
Okay.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Here's Underwood to throw. Here comes the heat. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Nelson. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Rushes on him. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
Hand off from the shotgun. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's taking a deep shot. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want.